Well, I wouldn't know about tough man. My training's always been tough. You know, my class has always been hard, aggressive, um, and that's the only tough side of me that I think. Um, you know, I keep to myself, I lead a quiet life, so I don't mix in that stream. I've been in that stream in the past, obviously, but I've always watched where I do go and what I do. I choose my own choosing. If you want to go to a rough place and be tough, you can. If you don't, you don't. Uh, you know, me and Rachel live in a quiet part of the country in Pembrokeshire, and that's the way we like it. And you know, I spent the last 8 years living in Spain, up in the mountains, on our own. You know, so I'd say the only tough part of me, on my side of it, is being the training. You know, the class has always been hard, which is the way we were brought up. You know, it's my training was tough when I was young. When I first started karate, and that's the way I've always taught. I don't know any other different way, to be honest. So that's the only tough thing about me. Not really. Again, because okay, I've stopped the odd fight here and there in the past, in places I've drank in, but I've never been one to look for trouble or pick fights or anything like that. I'm not interested. I've been in situations where, you know, you've had to look out for yourself, obviously, because I've done a few bodyguard courses. The last one, which is in Africa. Other than that, no, I've never looked for conflict. No. Other than the dojo, you know, not interested. If it comes, it comes. I think years of training gives you that confidence anyway, and it might give you that air about you that people look at you and think, I don't want to bother with him. You know, so you know, I've been lucky. I got an ugly face, and people don't want to mess with it. Not from Mike Upton. You know, he was a good jiu-jitsu person, and he come to Wales quite a lot. One thing we did learn about Mike is that we didn't just train in the dojo, we trained in the woods, we trained on side of hills, you know, we fought on the side of hills. Probably learned more about locks and throws from him than I would have if we just stuck to the traditional Shotokan. Pressure points. I learned a lot from Mike Upton. You know, I liked the man. He wasn't that well liked against some of my seniors, but you know, that's the way it is. But no, I learned a lot from Mike. No. All the best karate instructors in Japan come over here in the early 60s. So we had the best. Yeah. There was no one better than the people that come over here. So there was no need for Japan. I know Dave went to Japan, and I'm sure he learned a lot. But some of the best karateka in this country, they might have been there on a visit, but they haven't trained in Japan, they've trained here. And England, Britain, let's not say England, have produced some of the best karateka in the world. You know, the British team have been world champions many times. And I don't think we need to go to Japan to learn good karate, to be honest. I don't think you can even compare karate now to what it was in the early 70s and 80s. There's no comparison. It's changed completely. Back in those days, it was nearly all adults training. Nowadays, as you might know, it's nearly all kids. When an adult joins a club these days, the instructor does a flick flack. You know, because he got an adult.
Yeah.
Where, you know, most of the classes are kids these days. So it's a totally different atmosphere. You have to treat the children different to what you would adults. No, there's no comparison. Not at all. It's a bit mamby-pamby now, I think. Really miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I lived in Spain for 8 years or more. Well, I lived away. We used to travel back and forth regularly to do courses and gradings. The only teaching I did in Spain were private lessons. Okay, many years ago when I lived in Gran Canaria, I had a class there, which was quite good. But yes, I really miss teaching nightly. I know I could open, I live in Pembrokeshire now, but I know I could open clubs down there, but I really don't want that commitment anymore. You know, I like being chief instructor at the KEW. I like coming here and doing the classes a couple of times a year and the gradings, and that suits me now.
Yeah.